What in the world?
I got Discord.
Man? Who is that man?
Who is that man?
Who's Craig?
Your corpus, and taxons, and you managed to find some earbuds. Welcome, one and all, to the Wonder Years. For all your Animorphs rereading and eventual rewatching needs. I don't know why I put that one and all in there. Kind of felt like I wanted to, but I'm
Sure.
Sarah. What's up?
Hey, I'm Blair.
I'm Take Yourself, I'm Seda.
Oh. I feel like you should be like leading the charge because you set a theme, but after everyone else. But there's something I appreciate about that, I think.
Yeah.
I'm taxons.
You're taxons?
I'm taxons. Actually, no, I'm Wonder Years.
The whole thing? Why does why does Sarah get to be, you guys should have different names. Why does...
After how many episodes of this podcast that finally happens? It was inevitable.
Why does Sarah get 3 words?
How come your mom lets you have 3 Wonder Yerks?
I'm all 3 of us.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well...
You've worked all of our DNAs together, probably.
It's hive mind shit or whatever. I don't know.
I was hanging out with a couple of my friends at a bar recently where we were all sitting in a row, and I think I was pretty much in the middle of a sentence of whatever conversation we were having, and interrupted myself halfway through to say, oh, hey, if you two switched positions, we'd look like we were anamorphing into each other. And then we discussed that for a little while.
What a perfect thought to have.
Yeah, one of these friends is one that I'm about 95% of the way to converting them to reading Animorphs, so...
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
We're getting there one day at a time. The world will read Animorphs.
Yeah.
We actually have some news. We have a question about this when we get to questions, but I just kind of want to talk about it up front, if you're up for that. The fucking graphic novels of the first 2 Animorphs or the first Animorphs book, not the first 2. We got audiobooks of the first 2 books, which is also cool as hell. They, Capelgate and her husband are finally having to put into the annals of history how all of their alien names are pronounced.
That's actually going to be great.
Right.
Yeah, right?
I think it's so fascinating because there's nothing more, we talked about this last episode, there's nothing more dated feeling than Animorphs, like,
Yeah.
in reference. So to have, like, a whole bunch of new material, like, and I've seen, like, the first couple pages, and they're, like, I mean, obviously geared towards kids, as the books were, and it's like, man, what are kids going to do with this information?
Right, I'm very curious, like, I didn't actually read any of the articles, I just glanced briefly because I was really paranoid about spoilers. Because people sometimes, think that, just because these books are 20 years old means that I can spoil them for people who do podcasts about them. Anyway, are they updating the time for the graphic novel?
No. It looks like, as far as I can tell, it looks like it's still... I think actually the artist was on record as saying, yeah, no, it's still taking place in the 90s.
I mean, I guess we're at a point now where that makes as much sense as making Stranger Things, right?
I guess
right,
so,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, it just, like, Stranger Things audience aim is a little bit older than, like, us. Like, all the 3 of us sitting here.
Yeah.
And, like, whereas, the Animorphs is the Stranger Things, but for 90s.
I mean, no, yes and no.
No.
But I understand the logical connection being made
If
here.
you just want to end your rebuttal there at yes instead of yes and no, I'd be pretty happy with that. If we want to just barter this, can I get a yes out of you?
Animorphs play D&D.
Oh my God, Animorphs play D&D.
That's all I'm taking from this conversation.
We have certainly talked about that before, right?
Can we do a tape?
Multiple times, for sure.
Can we do a tabletop game where we play as the Animorphs playing
D&D?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. I can think of at least 2 systems that would work really well for that.
Fuck yes.
So
Tabletop gaming is good.
it
Yeah.
really is.
But because we've been talking around it for 2 minutes now. The first Animorphs book is getting a graphic novel,
Right.
and I'm super fucking excited for it. Like, we are entering a renaissance of Animorphs, and this is only this is the first of many steps leading us to the animated series.
Yeah, I am reserving judgment, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I understand being excited about it, but I don't really see what the books gain from being turned into a graphic novel.
Sure.
If that
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
don't really either. Honestly, I'm more excited about the fact that there is like enough care about the Animorphs as a franchise to like make a graphics novel out of it.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about like what this means for like I don't know what this means about like maybe future like like I said, maybe a future like new stuff for the Animorphs, or maybe like a new TV series or something. I mean, I'm still probably gonna buy the graphic novel, but I'm not like I'm more excited about the implications than I am the product itself.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. And like, by all means, be excited about it. I'm grumpy. This is known about me. I can be grumpy. And this is just one of the things for some reason I've decided to be a little grumpy about. I don't know if it's because I'm not totally stoked on the art. Or...
Yeah, no, I'm genuinely with you on that. The art is kind of like I'm kind of.
I'm sorry to be a bummer. You came
No,
into
no,
this
no,
with a
like,
very
that's-
excited energy.
No, you're honestly like I'd also kind of had reservations about the art that I just wasn't really saying too much about. But like you're right, the art does not seem like the art seems like the kind of art that like I'd be getting advertised to me in like YouTube ads for webtoons or whatever.
Sure.
And I
Yeah.
don't think that those are like necessarily poor quality art or anything. It's just not like an art style that I enjoy looking at a lot.
One thing
Yep.
that I'm curious about is how they're going to deal with the violence, because that's going to be a
Yes.
thing in any Animorphs adaptation, of course. But like, if this is still targeted to kids, but it's a visual medium,
Totally.
I know
Oh,
that they
yeah.
can get away with a lot of like, we kill aliens, so their blood is a different color, so it's
For
not
sure.
actually gore and that kind of thing. But if they do the whole series, by the time they reach where we are, it's becoming pretty
God.
bloody.
Oh, thinking
them
specifically
undercutting-
about this one.
Them having to legally undercut the alien blood by like saying that really runs antithetical to like the entire concept of this series.
Yeah.
Like oh, they don't bleed red.
Uh-huh.
So it's not really gore.
Yeah.
Bit of a I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Don't worry about it. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm choosing, like, I'm like making the conscious decision to be like generally excited, but then at the same time I'm like, well, this really isn't for me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever the audience for these books are, it's not like a 23-year-old recording a podcast in his bedroom.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're not wrong, but like I said, I am gonna buy these. I am gonna buy this
Oh.
book like day one.
Yeah, maybe. I don't buy things usually, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'll certainly read it.
Yeah.
I'll get to that step for sure.
Yeah, and we're only and you're saying that not because you're gonna do because you're gonna do it all perfectly legally.
Yeah.
Because Capplegate herself is going to mail all of us an early edition of the books for fucking promotional purposes.
Exactly. Matt Noisepace did say today that for some fucking reason, the Wonder Yeerks has the most downloaded episode that isn't a Henry Kissinger. Is Pokemon going to die?
What? How?
I don't know, but our episode 42 got nearly 600 downloads.
That's
And
crazy.
I'm
What-
pretty sure
what
it's
episode
one
is
that
that?
we were really spaced out and weird in, so I don't know. but maybe.
I'm gonna go scroll through and just take a look at what that number. You said 42.
Yeah.
Yep. Episode 42. In the world where mermaids are real, you might have been born a mermaid.
That's a really good title.
Yeah. I mean, all the titles you give are really good ones, but that one is above and beyond. Let's take a look at this episode description to see if anything sounds familiar. This episode got lost in the snowy tundra for 3 weeks, where it repeatedly almost died of hypothermia before morphing back to its original form, and then morphing back to let itself almost die again. Uh-oh!
Oh
Luckily,
my God,
it survived.
I'm so stupid. I'm the stupidest person alive.
I might have written this one. It's entirely possible. I really don't know. The Yerks, in this very scattered episode, we read Animorphs Book 25, The Extreme. The Yerks being incredibly tight and giggly have infected all of us, and it's fine. No, you wrote that.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, the end of that is so you.
I think the uh-oh is a pretty good hint that it was me, but definitely ending it with, it's fine, this is fine, it's fine.
We're fine, yeah.
We're going to say that's me, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds... That's a weird one to have be on.
Yeah,
sure,
I have no idea.
I mean, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain.
Because if I'm remembering that book, it's like depressing
Brutal.
as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a hard one.
Yeah. Also relates to this one because it's another book in which Cassie meets an indigenous person.
Oh yeah, that was also a Cassie book, wasn't it?
It was. I only just
funny.
clocked that. Like I remembered this. I remembered that episode.
Yeah.
Like that thing, but I did not remember that being a Cassie. Was that a Cassie book?
It must have
It was
been.
number
I feel like it
25.
was. Right? It had to be. If it wasn't Cassie, it was Rachel. For some reason, that's what my brain is telling me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to think about it too hard.
Yeah.
It's a Marco
Speaking
book.
of not thinking of it too hard, this cover presents a lot of problems for me.
Oh, right out of the bat.
It is a Marco book, by the way.
Oh,
Marco
okay.
book. Okay, yeah. We have Cassie turning into a kangaroo.
Yep.
And I don't like that.
Can we take a brief moment to read off a selection of tweets that I have prepared for this?
Oh, sure.
For this book?
Uh-huh.
Kangaroos are out here looking like a terrible little man. Too many muscles, awful hands. I can't stand it. Stop! If I ever met a kangaroo on the street, I would A, absolutely be killed by it, and B, just tell it to stop! The animal that God forgot!
God, I'm looking at the attached JPEGs.
These tweets courtesy of one Seda nudity.
You know,
I hate having to confront the person I am, you know?
oh, the second image attached specifically really does look like a cryptid, right?
I would like to say my friend who has a locked account just retweeted those JPEGs of kangaroos that I got incredibly mad at and said, I'm crying, they look like Adam Driver.
Well, I guess so.
It's the boxiness of them that I find to be a real issue.
Right.
They're so thick.
They have
and square.
They have like uncanny valley, but instead of like the face being the problem, it's the body.
Yeah, they always
like the way that they don't have shoulders. Their like arms just kind of slope off their neck.
Oh my God, is this what Andalites look like?
Oh no.
Are kangaroos a psyop? Have they just been Andalites this whole time?
And kangaroos just look like there's a guy inside there, you know?
Right. Oh yeah,
and I mean,
totally.
I guess that's true because that's how they do their babies, but I guess that's how all babies do.
Not quite like that though.
I stopped looking at that image and I started looking at the Animorphs cover again, and the kangaroo there is not better.
Yeah, it's a little more gentle.
It looks
a
like
little
really,
bit,
really.
But it stands the fuck up for one thing.
Yeah, it stands the fuck up. It's got some. I don't know what it's got going down on its bottom half, but it's got something going on. It looks really airbrushed. It's making a face that I don't like.
Also, if you look at the right paw, they did not do a very good job of isolating the paw. It's got like a bunch of white.
Oh yeah.
It's really the middle one. The middle one is a big problem to me.
Yeah, it looks like the worst. Like it looks like if someone told you know the allegory of the cave. Like imagine someone just walked out of that cave and someone said, "Hey, draw a Catgirl."
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Catgirls, though.
Thanks for going with me on that walk. I know that one was a bit of a journey, but thanks for taking that one with me.
Yeah, the second one truly looks like a character from Cats 2019.
Oh my god.
Like, completely.
Oh my god, yeah.
Side note, I have now seen Cats 2019 twice in theaters, and I have made plans to see it a third time.
Yes.
Though every time I see it with someone who has never seen the stage play before.
Right.
And I'll everyone was talking in the theater I just saw it at, and I was like leaning over to my friend and I was like, okay, but like in the stage play, like it's like Mr. Mistopheles has chutzpah, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's my mission right now. I'm just using the Cats 2019 wave to convert as many people into watching the 1998 one.
Oh, it's so good.
Because it's so good. Yeah.
This can't turn into a Cats podcast. Unless it can.
It could. That would certainly be the unexpected. No, it wouldn't. It would be incredibly in character.
There's nothing more on brand for us.
Yeah. The tagline of this book is, "Some say you shouldn't play mind games. Tell that to the Yerks."
Like...
You know, like, the Yerks are barely in this one.
Right.
Like, there's also no mind games.
Right, it's...
Yeah, the Yerks are in this one far less than than most of the books.
And they don't do any psychological warfare. It's all like, let's X-ray a plane, let's shoot everybody. None of that is mind games.
It's mind games insofar as it like fucks with me personally.
Sure.
So this book I found maybe not difficult but strange, like more deeply strange than a lot of the other Animorphs books we've encountered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's basically a Cassie character piece, I guess, insofar as she's just removed from the entire party the entire book.
Right, and yet we learn less about her than we have ever learned in a book.
Yeah, this is an all Cassie book, and it might have the least like information about Cassie of any Cassie book that we've had thus far.
I wrote down, I think one of my notes about halfway through is like, I don't know if I'm having like, you know, epic fail ADHD day, or if this book is just not for me and hard to follow.
Okay, I'm so glad. I was having the exact same thing. I was like getting to the last 5 pages. Yeah, go on.
I really think for me what it was is that almost front to back, it's just action sequence after action sequence, which is the thing that I normally tune out for.
Right.
And so it was really hard for me to get into it. Like there are definitely still a couple cool things, and there was at least one like what the fuck moment, maybe two, but most of it was like, okay, Cassie's at the airport and she's running away from being shot. Cassie is in a plane and she's running away from being shot. Cassie is in the desert. She chills out for a second. And then she's running away from being shot.
I think this one might be more difficult in comparison to other like combat heavy books we've read thus far, just because I think Cassie as a character has the least to do in combat. Like, I think as a character, Cassie shines the most, like, pre and post, like, in battle encounters.
Yeah.
Right.
And, like, everyone else you can kind of, like, develop at least some sort of narrative. Like, obviously with Rachel, but, like, with everyone else, you can kind of, like, follow there is some characterization to be had in the heat of battle, whereas I feel like Cassie's the strongest on either side of it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. So, the energy I got from this book is, like, it felt like, you know how there's like a in media res like fight sequence and at the beginning of most of these books that lasts like a couple chapters. It felt like,
oh my god, yes. Sorry,
it
go
felt
ahead.
like that, but the entire book.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Almost like to the word. I was like, almost all of this, that this entire book could have been covered in one sentence. You know, like, I feel like if the ideal form of this book would be Cassie waking up on a bench in Australia and then being like,
yeah,
fuck, wait, what happened? Oh, right, we were at the airport, and then I got into this plane because I was trying to save somebody, and then I met this kid, and I guess I was so exhausted from all the morphing that I fell asleep, and then, like, you get more time for, because they also try to do a weird romance, like Cassie's cheating on Jake.
Yeah, oh, that one was so bad.
Like,
It's so strange.
like, to the point where there's a line at the end that's like, while Jake had been ripping the city apart looking for me, I'd been taking boomerang lessons from somebody else. And, like, but the thing is, like, it doesn't work because it's stupid, and also because the relationship isn't given any time to develop, so it's not like it's even a serious thing. It's like they stand too close to each other once in the 12 hours they spend together, and then that's it.
Yeah, like, I was really disappointed when, like, because, like, there's a thing that, like, sets it up that, like, makes you think that, like, Cassie's gonna have to stay there for a week, and I was like, and that was, like, maybe at the 50-page mark out of 80, and I was like, well, there doesn't seem like to be too much space left, but they can probably get some characterization done between these two. And then, like, Cassie winds up, some shit winds up going down, and Cassie winds up leaving within the next, like, 48 hours.
Yeah.
And I had really gotten my hopes up for, like, a really, like, low stakes and domestic level thing in the back half, just, like, Cassie having to just, like, you know, rely on the assistance of others and, I don't know, just, like, calm down. Well, and, I don't know, do some introspection or something in this Australian wilderness, but we just spent 50 pages detailing how she fell out of a plane.
Right.
Right, I feel like they could have taken an opportunity to, like, give Cassie another chance to, like, explore the possibility of her life without being an animorph, you know, like a life that is not war, where she's doing the thing she wants to do, which is, like, be in nature and connect with animals and people.
Right.
But instead, we don't have time to do that, and every time it seems like we're going to be given time, it's, you know, new factors come in.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I'm probably extra frustrated at this book just because of the timing, where last book was so huge and, like, plot heavy, and it feels like we're just right back to nothing. Like,
Weird filler, yeah, for sure.
yeah, like, literally, I don't know, send her to another continent, so there's no way she could possibly even stumble upon any plot.
And the thing is, like, even they could have done fun plot stuff in, like, Australia, but they just, like, because, like, I'm imagining a version of this book where she spends the entirety of it in Australia, because that's where I thought it was going to be, like, when she saw, like, the Sydney travel code on the luggage, and I'm like, this bitch is going to spend, like, 70 pages in Australia. That's great. But we could be like, oh, there's, like, a global conspiracy, not just an American conspiracy or whatever, and it's all
Right.
Shit's going down everywhere. But instead, she's just like, she learns how to throw a boomerang, she gets a kangaroo morph, and she
cuts a man's leg off.
She cuts a man. Wow.
Some of the there are like a few good moments in here, and it's just like, I think the best moments of this book are when Cassie accidentally murks a Hork-Bajir and also, like, intentionally murks a couple of other controllers trying to escape the plane, and then there's, like, I don't know, there's a line that kind of I liked a lot at the very end. Not near the end, not at the very end, but, like, she morphs one of the Hork-Bajir that she killed earlier.
I really liked that moment where
I was a Xerox copy of a Hork-Bajir who could no longer exist except through the DNA in my blood.
Yeah, I thought that was my favorite, like, the standout moment of the book to me was Cassie. That seems like such a beautiful thing that she would do, that is, like, honor, because she is, of course, like, so stressed out that she accidentally killed this Hork-Bajir controller, and I love the concept of her honoring a life that she took by letting them heal somebody, like, to use the parts of, because the whole entire tragedy of the Hork-Bajir is how, like, gentle they are and that they've just been weaponized because of their bodies, and so using those tools to instead save somebody's life, I thought was really beautiful. It's just, it was kind of the only thing.
Yeah.
It was kind of the only thing. Yeah.
And there was, the parts on the plane were like, man, this would be cool if it was like someone else, you know? Because I felt like Cassie didn't really understand why she was doing weird espionage there. I was just really stressed out about her.
I feel like part of it is that Cassie is so independent and self-sufficient. Like, she loves other people and definitely needs people, but is one of the kids who's most capable of surviving on her own. And so throwing her into a situation where she's surviving on her own isn't high stakes in and of itself.
Right. Yeah. Like we even see her we even see her start fucking Gerald's gaming and like having Marco and Rachel's voices showing up in her head.
Yeah.
And like I imagine I kind of thought that was gonna be like a recurring thing, but like it happens like twice, and then Cassie's like, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
But yeah, we definitely, like, as she's in the luggage the place their luggage is in a plane. I've flown on them before. She's like, okay, I gotta get warm clothes, I gotta get food, and I gotta get somewhere to hide. So she like gets a sleeping bag, a cardigan, like prune juice, and like Slim Fast bars, and she's just like, great, I'm camping in this plane.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, that's Cassie.
I guess, like, we're jumping around a lot, but the plot of this book is essentially they have heard rumors of bug fighter wreckage being found by the government, and so they are trying to go and make sure that controllers don't get it, and because controllers are trying to stop the government from, like, putting it on media. Cassie gets worried that she might have gotten a Marine killed and ends up on a plane, goes to Australia, jumps out of the plane because the Yerks are x-raying it and stuff.
Yeah,
and then she sort of fucks around in Australia for about 20 hours, and then a Chi shows up and brings her home, and she says, Rachel, let's go shopping. And Rachel's like, hell yeah, buddy. And then Cassie buys 2 postcards, and Rachel's like, aw. And that's the book.
there are 2. There's one very good thing at the start of the book that I forgot about that made me laugh a lot.
Is it poop as a weapon again?
Well, that did make me laugh, but the thing that I was laughing about is the part where like Cassie tries to provoke the Marines to shoot to harming the controller FBI guy by like thought speaking thought speaking as though she was the FBI guy and like saying mean
Marines.
things about the Marines. Yeah, the part where she's like, "Oh, they should have sent the Air Force instead," and she like sees all 3 of the Marines like instantly tense up.
The thing I really liked at the beginning was the visual of Marco as Big Jim driving a baggage cart full of his friends.
Yes, Big Jim rides again.
Everyone being like, I think that when we get home, we should all pool some money together to get Marco some driving lessons.
He truly needs them.
At first, I thought that Marco was only driving Rachel, and I was so full of love for, like, their friendship, where Marco would be like, Rachel, get on the cart, and she'd be like, fuck yeah. He'd just, like, ram into a wall, and she'd burst off the cart. Then I realized the rest of them were there, too, and I was like, okay. So they kind of considered this a little bit.
Yeah, still pretty good, but... the thing about this book is that, like, the entire plot hinges upon Cassie taking a dump on a controller, and the controller is saying... That's an Andalite. I know that for sure. Weaponize all forces to killing that fucking bird.
I'm glad that we're getting to the point where controllers are what I think is a reasonable amount of paranoid about animals, because there was definitely a period there where they'd be like, that bird's acting weird. Probably nothing. And it's like, your enemies are the ones who change into animals, guys.
Right. It's also very funny that the guy is just like, all right, I cannot say definitive. That might be an Andalite, not sure. Am in the presence of civilians.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start blasting.
Cassie spends a lot of time in this book halfway between morphs. I guess
Yeah.
just because she's stressed. She changes from a seagull. She's trying to morph back to human, and gets stuck. And I love the description that was like, I was still more gull than girl, a weird mix of fluffy wings and pure horror. The Blair Muppet Project.
Yeah.
It was like a truly upsetting visual, like in my brain space. But I was like, but like in a way that like, yeah, truly like comedically horrifying, I think, is the tone that struck for me.
Absolutely. And shortly after that, she just goes like full Seth Brundle. Like she passes out halfway between fly and human, and wakes up not sure if she's human or not. But she is, and also she's on a plane to Australia.
Hey, question. Remember when Cassie pockets the boomerang when she turns into a kangaroo?
No, I don't, but that's good.
Does she use it? Like it's a very Chekhov's because she like turns into a kangaroo and is like, all right, I'm gonna go fight, and then she just kicks the shit out of all the controllers.
I don't know the opposable thumb situation on kangaroos.
She literally like, hold on, I'm gonna find it because there's like a line where she's like, my opposable claws made it really easy to hold a boomerang.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I spotted the boomerang lying on the bench. The boomerang Yami's grandfather had given me. I reached for it. The kangaroo's front paws were amazing, almost like hands, without a real thumb, but with 5 nimble clawed fingers. I gripped the boomerang in one paw, held my pouch open with the other, and slipped the boomerang inside.
That's crazy.
And I'm pretty sure she doesn't use that boomerang.
I don't think so.
That's okay though. I feel okay
It's
with
fine.
that.
Yeah.
The thing
She does kick the shit out of everyone.
Kangaroo leg better than arm in general.
That's-
Stop
Yeah.
sending
That's
pictures
true.
of kangaroos.
Seda, no! Ah! That's the one that Kangaroo Jack was about.
His name is Roger.
Stop it.
I love that one that looks like he's like stretching his arm across his chest.
Yeah, that's a stance. What a pose. Yeah,
This
This is kangaroo
This looks
chat.
like
kangaroo
the-
is doing spells. This kangaroo is a wizard.
I was gonna say this looks like the worst mixtape out of 2020 thus far.
Yeah. Oh man. So the Yerks do a thing where they like freeze the whole plane and everybody in it, and Cassie pretends to be a frozen passenger, and it almost works, but then they're like, wait, the Andalite bandit could be pretending to be a frozen passenger, and then the way that they test that is that the Hork-Bajir just turns the Dracon beam to stun and goes through and electrocutes everybody in the plane, which I just love.
It's so crazy because they do so much shit on this plane that like Yerks do, and it's like, what is your end game here? Because Cassie talks about hearing like smelling burning flesh at some point,
Right.
Like the implication being like they've actually like, so you didn't dissolve a human, but you did burn them pretty badly. So a bunch of these humans are gonna wake up out of their like paralysis trance or whatever and just have like huge burns on their arms or whatever. What
I
did they get?
have no idea. It's like, and they're also like shooting Dracon beams inside, so there's just gonna be like scorch marks everywhere. Cassie's already torn apart the luggage container or the luggage part, and also made it look like a polar bear fell out of it. I don't know. I don't know.
Nobody here has a good plan.
And, like, considering that the way that this entire thing started was they were like, hey, remember we want to be on the down low. We can't let humans know aliens are here. You lost sight of that goal real quick, huh, y'all?
It turns out if they are sufficiently removed from human society, that's fine though.
So here's what my brain is saying. These people are gonna be like, well, we just all had a UFO experience we can't remember. And then they're gonna, like, start, like, a message board about it.
Yeah.
And maybe get some, like, they'll call, like, MUFON or SETI or something like that, and that'll be a whole thing.
What are those?
Those are UFO organizations.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so you're saying we're getting they're gonna get Web 1.0 on this shit. Like there is a Web 1.0 Animorphs like conspiracy theory board out there.
Specific. So and then in like 20 years, a podcast is gonna do an episode on them, and they're gonna be like, but it's unexplained to this day.
Yeah.
Da-da-da, and then that's it. That's my game theory.
I think that's true. Also,
Okay. Oh god, I really want like a true crime podcast like from the universe where Animorphs real.
Yeah.
that is such a fun idea.
Oh, I want that so. Listen, Capplegate, listen.
I don't think Capplegate will
pay us. Pay us. We're not doing this shit for free. But
I'd do it for free.
I would also do it for free. That truly sounds like the best like narrative like fiction podcast, but it's fan fiction basically. That
Yeah.
sounds really tremendous.
I love that idea very much.
it's just like the start of Halloween 2018.
Right. It's exactly like the start. Well, yeah. No, I'll say it's exactly like the start of Halloween 2018.
Another thing I love is that the kids. I don't know. When I looked at the pronunciation of this name, I was getting yummy, but I don't know if it's yummy or yeah. But he calls kangaroos boomers, which made me laugh a couple times. Mm-hmm. And also at a certain point, Cassie asks how far away something is, and he tells her in kilometers, and it's like written out that she has to try and convert it in her head, which I think is very funny.
Cassie is smarter than me because I wouldn't have been able to do that. So this is like where I was like, oh, I had just kind of assumed that a kilometer was just slightly different than a mile.
It's kilometers are small.
Yeah, which I've learned. I feel like I knew that at some point in my life, but then just stopped knowing it.
Yeah. I'm the opposite, where I refuse to learn any measurement system that the United States uses.
And honestly you're
this,
better
yes.
off for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the ideologically correct decision.
Yeah, I think so.
No, but I was
Imperial is bullshit in every way. Like I used to be a Fahrenheit defender, but honestly, just tear the entire fucking thing down. I'll take Celsius. Just get rid of the entire thing.
Yeah.
Right. So I think Animorphs made me smarter because now I know what the difference is between miles and kilometers.
You learned.
I know.
Animorphs has definitely made me stronger and also a kinder person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
and
that's
also
true.
Tigers. I posted a tweet about this, but like 90% of my 95% of my obsession with tigers comes from Jake Animorphs.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
sure, yeah.
The other 5% is from the Zoo Books commercials where they was and the tiger poster.
I think that's a pretty good pie chart of
Origin
interest.
story.
But now I am the tiger poster.
I really like the grandpa. He's just kind of chill.
Yeah, he's
and
just kind of chilling.
You know, so he basically found a piece of the bug fighter and accidentally cut himself on it, and it gets super disgusting and like
space
gangrenous
infected.
real quickly. And that's why Cassie cuts a man's leg off as a Hork-Bashir. But the controllers come to get Cassie, and she's like, "Oh my God, they came here because of me. I'm putting you in danger." And Grandpa's like, "No. They're here because they're evil, and if you weren't here, they would have just found us eventually anyway. You need to go fight them. That is the wonder that you bring to the world. Thanks for cutting my leg off. Bye."
Yeah, Gramps was kind of chill about it.
Yeah.
Like, he was
Shockingly
cool on his
chill
leg
about
going.
it.
Like, I was like, I kind of had to skim through that part because I have a thing with legs.
It was pretty tough. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of skimmed through that part, but still, I was like, damn, Grandpa's not even, like, gonna see... Is Grandpa, like, knocked out for this?
No.
I mean,
He was just chilling.
I guess I'm not a doctor, but not a lot of this tracks for me. You know? But that's fine, I guess it's Animorphs. And they're in
Yeah.
Australia.
And now we have rule of thirds. Cassie has to do surgery on at least one more person in the next 10 books. Because she's done it on her dear friend Axe's brain, and now on a stranger's whole leg. So she's going to have to tinker with somebody's, I'm going to say, some sort of organ in the torso.
Right, yeah.
Has to be next.
That sounds right to me.
Cut open your friends.
For fun and profit.
For fun and profit. And freedom.
And freedom. Cut your friends open, slurp the yerk right out of their brain, and just for freedom.
For freedom. Oh, the other day, a portobello mushroom fell on the floor, and I was sweeping, and it came out from under where it had fallen, and I got so scared. It was big slug. It was not. It was portobello mushroom.
You know what I hate?
Yerks are approximately portobello mushroom colored.
A little grayer, I would say. But maybe when they're full of brain juice.
Sure. What color brain do you think brain juice is?
Brown.
Pink.
I guess I don't know why I asked that question with so much condescending authority, as if I fucking knew the answer myself. So I retract my tone and apologize for it.
Yeah, what color do you think your brain is? Like, take a look
Well,
in there.
it's called gray matter, right? So it's gray, probably?
Yeah, but you don't know that. You've never seen your own damn brain.
No, I haven't. But that's not an option that's necessarily closed off to me, right?
I mean,
I can't say with my own...
Maybe, okay, listen, I watched maybe something's changed in the 25 years since Ghost in the Shell originally came out, but one of the characters in that did say no human has ever seen their brain. Maybe tech has advanced in the 25 years since, but considering Ghost in the Shell takes place like a billion years in the future...
I mean, I couldn't physically with my human eyeballs see it, but if someone was like filming my brain...
Yeah, okay, sure, moving the goalpost. I see how it is.
What if a mirror was involved?
Okay, never mind. Yeah,
do mirrors count?
Yeah, I think that counts.
I think so, because, I mean, if they don't, have you never seen your own face?
Right.
Listen, maybe they just hadn't invented mirrors in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah. I mean,
true.
sometimes when I see pictures of myself, I do go, I don't know who that is. So maybe I have never seen my own face.
Oh my god, I love that. Yeah, I don't pass the mirror test.
No, God, no.
Who's that cat? I have to fight him.
I'm just imagining you like bapping at your reflection in the mirror.
When
a frustrated cat.
When I slept in your room, Blair, I frightened myself, I'm going to say every single time I woke up, because there's a huge mirror beside your bed, and I was always like, someone's here.
Oh yeah, I'm literally surprised I don't wake myself up screaming all the time because of it. Though sometimes I do, well, I guess because like I don't, so like I wear glasses, so I just like wake up, I open my eyes and it's just like a blur. But I slept in my contacts a couple nights ago, so I like woke up in the middle of the night and just saw like the clear outline of a human person in my bed, and I was like, oh no, okay, that's me. So it probably is. I think I benefit from not being able to see generally in life. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of comforting. So Cassie gets home, and then they hang out at the gardens, and there's another moment I absolutely loved where they're all hanging out, and then Rachel, it's the line is like, what is he doing? Rachel frowned at Axe, who was leaning back in his chair with the empty popcorn box mashed over his face.
I love a boy.
I know.
I
And
have a
Marco's
shameful
like,
confession about
you.
this.
I'll get you one. What?
So they talk about how Axe is like eating the box of the popcorn bucket here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I didn't do that with the boxes,
With the
I
bags? Do
have
you eat the
eaten
bags?
popcorn bags on multiple occasions.
It's weirder to eat a bag, my love. It's weirder.
Is
I'm
it?
well aware.
Yeah.
I have not done this in a while.
Mm-hmm.
By in a while, I do mean it has happened within the last 6 years.
That's plenty of time. I eat lollipop sticks all the time.
That's different, though. That one's already in your mouth. There's no point at which, like, a popcorn bag, like, naturally finds its way in amongst your teeth.
It does if you're licking the butter off.
Right.
That's true. Have you ever torn the bag apart to lick the butter off?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the natural evolution. I was not able to stop myself. I would go from, like, licking the bag to just kind of, like, absentmindedly chewing on it to, like... To just... I've eaten and swallowed a whole bag of popcorn on multiple occasions.
Hell yeah. That's called... environmentally friendly consumption.
Yeah,
baby.
Right,
hey,
no
listen,
waste.
No
Wow.
waste. Zero waste.
My stomach has been asking for more fiber for a long time, and I'm happy to provide it in the ways that I can.
Yeah.
Speaking of the end of the book, there is a thing that I like where Rachel's like, yeah, Cassie, Jake was a real fucking zombie while you were gone. And Jake's like, I was not. And Tobias is like, okay, here's the definition. Somebody who can't eat, can't sleep, spends every minute of night and day searching the airport and all other known Yerk hangouts, and can only utter one intelligible sentence, I have to find her.
God,
I love the small picture this paints of, like, the...
Jake just going full Batman.
Yeah, and just, like, the micro adventure that everyone was having while Cassie was fucking off in Australia.
Taking boomerang
he was
lessons.
taken, man. He had a particular set of skills.
Yep, exactly.
Hey, if Animorphs modern day, Cassie would throw her boomerang and say, okay, boomerang.
Yep.
So,
Axe sees a picture of a kangaroo and goes, oh, you were an animal with 2 heads? And then Cassie goes, no, that one's a baby. I love that Axe is still so full of wonder.
Yeah.
he truly believes that anything can happen on Earth.
he's the perfect baby.
Yeah.
I love him. And
Yeah.
I would sacrifice my life for him, even if it wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Just for fun.
Just for a laugh.
I'm gonna laugh.
Sacrificing my life for the boy.
So that was the, I've completely forgotten the name of the book, The Unexpected.
The Unexpected.
Oh, yeah.
By the way,
what? I guess.
It was unexpected how long it took this book to get to any sort of plot.
I am still enamored by Seropedia, parenthesizing all of the names of the animals. So we do still have, Cassie learned seagull, housefly. Cassie used the seagull morph, the housefly morph, and the polar bear, Nanak morph, and of course, Marco used silverback gorilla, parentheses, Big Jim.
Big Jim.
A lot of people forget that he's not Big Jim. A lot of people forget that he's Big Jim. Oh yeah, and one last thing. The inside, like the inside cover quote, because we already talked about the outside one, which is some say you shouldn't play mind games. But the inside one is hop along, Cassie D.
Okay, well, it falls off at the end there. I get what it's doing, but, yeah, that's better.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. The inside cover quote is routinely much better than the outside cover quote.
Yeah.
Seda?
Yep.
I guess my only question is that, from the moment you've posted that original cropped image of that kangaroo crossing his arms to when you just now put another image of the kangaroo crossing his arms, where it seems it was considerably more exposed and layered on top of each other.
Right.
The time spent doing that, is that like a pretty realistic gap?
Yeah, I sort of looked in the chat and I saw the kangaroo and I thought, there's something here.
I mean, I guess there is something here.
You made it. Is this the cover of the remixed mixtape, the better one?
Yeah. Where
Yes.
it's after they got really into mushrooms.
Sure. It looks like if in 2008 I finished a maze on the internet, this is the screamer that would pop up afterwards.
Yeah, it's art, you're saying.
I
That
guess
I
that's
did?
what I'm saying.
You're saying that I made an art.
I think that is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's impossible to deny. Seda made an art.
Yeah.
So, hey! For
Lake Mungo.
listeners at home, I'm sure all these beautiful JPEGs will be in the show notes. But,
Yeah. God, I hope so.
it's the same, but I assume inverted.
I put a little gradient map on there, flipped it, reverse, style, opacity 50, just chilling.
Made sure, yeah, gotcha. Okay,
Fucked
cool.
up some of those curves a little bit.
Sure. Are you having fun?
Just get up all in the tummy guts of those Beziers.
Yeah. I don't know if I am. I think it's more of a compulsion than a hobby.
I think we should leave Seda to their devices. So this has been the Wonder Yerks.
Wait, we have questions. We actually have questions.
Oh, okay.
You're not free of me yet.
No!
So, at What Is Cosplay says, incorrect, the animal God forgot is a Tasmanian devils with infectious facial cancer. But unrelated, if you / the Animorphs did a taste test of Aussie snacks, which do you think you'd like and which ones would you hate? All I know about Australian snacks is they have one called Golden Gay Time, and that's all I want to eat for the rest of my days.
Looking up some Australian snacks. I like Vegemite a lot, so that's chill.
So I used to...
I just tried to Google Australian snacks, and Google was like, did you mean Australian snakes?
Maybe.
Oh, I love an Australian snake, yeah.
I fuck with a Tim Tam. Tim Tam's good shit.
What is a Tim Tam?
It's like a brand of, like, candy bar, I think, or it's a Wikipedia calls it a chocolate biscuit.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of, like, the cornerstone snacks and treats I could eat.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm seeing dairy represented kind of heavily, dairy and some meats.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so here's an image that Australia has put to me, something called a snag.
Sure.
It is what appears to be a hot dog wrapped in a diagonal slice of bread. Hot dog too big. Way too big. Way too big, bread too small. And I don't know what that means.
So, okay, the unfortunate thing about this is that I've made this meal for myself.
Yeah.
In the microwave at home.
Right.
And
I know.
I was just never happy about it.
Yeah. It's more for lack of options.
Right, for sure. Mm-hmm. Bread, so just a piece of bread has, like, issues with when you're instead of a bun, you know?
Right.
It's the fact that it's soft on both sides.
Yeah.
It's even struggled sometimes as, like, they're like sliced bread is like made for sandwiches, but sometimes even struggles to be like suitable for sandwich.
Yeah. Like if you put anything like less viscous than PB and or J on there, like it's gonna start having trouble.
Right. Well, I guess it also depends on the bread we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta toast all your shit.
That's also true.
Extremely true. Also, we have a question from at Heavenly Evan. That's Heavenly with no vowels.
Right.
What foreign location themed adventure would you like the Animorphs to go on?
Canada.
Wouldn't that be fun? Because
That would be really fun.
it would just be jokes. Truly, if it was Marco, just jokes at Canada's expense the entire time.
Which we love, not ironically, as a culture. Really into that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Do we have to
Yeah,
end the
that's
podcast?
Canada.
Say that?
That's it. Canada. Okay. That's the end of the podcast. How do we end this motherfucker? Let me open the Patreon.
So, if you want to find the podcast on the internet, you can find us on Twitter.
Say that.
You can find us on Twitter at the Wonder Yerks, or you can support the show, patreon.com/fearbaiting, which supports this show and the other podcast that Sarah does, which is a horror movie podcast.
Yep, coming back in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
I gotta get that guest list taken care of.
If you want to find me on the internet, you can just open up Twitter and go to Blair Kitch, and there I am. I'll be there, and I'll be yelling. Almost guaranteed.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Seda, where people find you and the kangaroo images you just made?
Right.
And
so
posted?
Yeah. Totally. I am on Twitter at nudity with an EA instead of a Y. You can also find some music that I do at gaygothvibes.online and check out my other podcast on Noisepace where I make simple songs to solve simple problems at Musical Mole on Twitter.
Nice.
You can find me on Twitter at sunhatzhenya, SUNHATZHENYA. Also on my other, on the other Noisepace podcast that I do, Fear Baiting, like Blair mentioned, Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, Leftism podcast. Yeah, it's podcasting. You can also, thank you very much to all of our patrons. $1 a month gets you any bonus content we do. $5 a month gets your name right on the podcast, and also $10 a month gets you your name right on the podcast, and also you get to make us watch a movie for Fear Baiting. Thank you to Michael Kaiser, Paul Moran, Kit Spindler, Paul Bechtel, and Ducky Aisha. We love you all.
Yes.
Is that everything?
I believe that is everything.
That seems like it.
Yeah.
Well, until next, I'm Sarah.
I've been Blair.
I seem to be Seda.
Oh,
And until next time, keep your hand on that Escafil device. God fucking Sada!
All right. Well.